sitting in the truck. Sitting in the truck. That's what we're doing. We're not shark fishing because I drove like almost an hour and a half to get to the beach here, and it just started raining pretty hard. And I don't want to like bring the battery pack and all the equipment out there onto the beach and just get soaked. It's looking pretty bad, guys. So I'm just going to sit here for a few minutes and we'll see if maybe the rain will stop. If it slows down a bit, maybe. Hopefully it does. But because it's raining, we are not shark fishing at the moment. Some people walking by the truck right now. Scotty in the house. What's up? Appreciate you coming in. Supposed to be doing some shark fishing right now. Got the bait. Got everything loaded up. All the stuff that we need is back here. The rods are in the bed of the truck back there. But we are not fishing because it is pouring rain. All right, man. I don't think I'm going to be on here for very long either, unless the rain stops. And actually, I won't be on this live stream. Even if it does, I'll stop this one and start a new one once I get out there. But I'm going to give it a few more minutes because it was a pretty long drive to get down here. Right? All things country. Yeah, but my electronic stuff will get ruined. My phone's not fully charged, so I would have to plug it into the battery pack. And that thing is definitely not waterproof. I just have like the cheap one that you get from Amazon. And it is not waterproof. So we're just going to kind of hunker down here in the truck for a few minutes and see if something good happens. I brought 2 different kinds of freshwater fish to use for bait because the topic of this video is supposed to be using freshwater fish to catch saltwater sharks. Yeah, I would if I could, but the beach is like 100 yards from where I'm parked. So I can't see anything out there on the beach from here in the car. Stuart, what's up? This could be a washout, a rain out, Stuart. Jennifer Dyer, Sarah. Yeah, the battery pack that I have, I need to upgrade it. I want to get like a nicer waterproof one, but I know the one that I have now, if it gets rained on for like 3 minutes, it'll probably be ruined. I'm not worried about the phone. Phone's totally waterproof. But the battery pack, I would also want to bring like my GoPro stuff out there, my headlamp. I brought the headlamp. This thing is not waterproof. I guess it's water resistant. Yeah, neither am I, Sarah. But I did drive like an hour and a half to get here, and like 3 minutes before I pulled in, the rain started. I got out for a second, like about 3 minutes ago. I got out of the truck and I was like, okay, should I do this? Should I do this? And I just stood there for like a minute outside the truck and I was already starting to get wet. And I was just like, oh no, it's too much rain right now to try to fish. Yep, baby shark might not happen tonight, Stuart. Sucks to drive 3 hours for nothing. KC in the house. There he is. Appreciate you coming in. Yep. It got really bad like 2 minutes, 3 minutes before I pulled up to the beach. It started raining, and it's just raining a little bit too hard for me to want to go out there and get soaked and let all the equipment get soaked and then realize we got, you know, no fish too. I'm just sitting here like cleaning my windshield every once in a while and then monitoring how many drops are hitting the windshield. I probably could have checked the radar a minute ago, but I forgot about that. Just checking out the chat here. There's Mama Fishhead in the house. Hey babe, I'm just still sitting in the truck. Kind of hoping the rain stops, but it's just like one of those steady, just constant rain. It doesn't feel like a storm is just going through or anything. I should have checked the weather report before I left. And I should have actually just looked at the radar a second ago before I decided to go live and say that it's raining. But I didn't. Maybe Mama Fishhead can look at the radar and see what it's looking like out there and tell us. It is just steady. It's not like it's getting worse or getting better. It's just steady. Yep. Not much to talk about at the moment other than we're getting rained out. FSR, yes. Pulled up to Alligator Point Beach and it started raining. Like as I was getting out onto the point, the rain started. Yes, gonna shore fish for sharks. I brought 2 different kinds of freshwater bait in the cooler right here. We got bluegill and a giant shiner that Dylan caught in our last live stream. And the goal was to make a video about trying to catch sharks using freshwater fish as bait. Yeah, Eddie, everything's good. I'm just sitting here in my truck. A little disappointed. Drove like almost an hour and a half to get here and it just starts raining right when I got here. I'm going to keep those fish in the cooler though, and I'll throw them into the freezer when I get home. Yeah, Eddie, the goal of this video was using freshwater fish to catch saltwater sharks. And also, I was talking to Stuart earlier on his live stream like a few hours ago, and we decided that if I could catch something here, I'll take that and try to use it as bait in the freshwater for catfish. Yeah, you know the furthest out public beach parking area, and there's a little boat ramp like behind us here. That's where we're at. Yep. All right, appreciate that, FSR. Since we're not going live tonight, it looks like, I will definitely be going live tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna drive all the way back down here though tomorrow. I might do like some freshwater fishing or something. No, there's no shelter. It's just like a little concrete driveway that goes down into the water. It's not even a good boat ramp, really, because there's like maybe enough spots for 2 trucks and trailers to park. So unless you get here like 3 hours before sunrise and put your boat in and wait, you can never really use this boat ramp because it's no place to park. This beach is just like wide open, Stuart. There's no real shelter anywhere. Good sized storm moving through. Bummer. Usually during the daytime, we bring the tent out here to keep the sun off of us. But I was like, no, it's nighttime. I don't need the tent. Should have brought the tent, even though it's nighttime. I could have definitely fished from under that tent. From now on, guys, whenever I do a night fishing at the beach, I'm going to bring the tent. Yeah, Stuart, Mama Fishhead just checked it. She says there's a good sized storm coming through. Hey, Wendy. There's Dam. Appreciate you coming in, Dam. I am not fishing. Sitting here with my bait in the truck because it started raining as soon as I got here. And it's just a little bit too heavy of a rain to want to like go out there and just get soaked and have the battery pack get destroyed and all that. So I'm just waiting for a couple more minutes. If it doesn't slow down at all, which I don't think it's going to, I'm just going to go ahead and call it. Jihi, yes, I'm in North Florida. And actually, it does not rain that much at night. Like, this is fairly rare. Nighttime rains, you can usually count them like on your fingers in a year. Yep. There's the Alligator Point sign right there. I'm parked right in front of it, watching the rain hit the windshield. Every once in a while I do that and just clean the windshield, hoping that there won't be more raindrops, but actually it seems like it's getting a little heavier now. Oh, you're in South Florida? Okay. I actually lived in South Florida when I was younger, in Coral Springs, in the Broward County. But live up here in Leon County now. And where I'm at is not Leon County. I drove through Leon County, through Wakulla County, to Franklin County to come fishing, and then the rain hits. The rain stops at 1 p.m. Dang, that sucks. A little far away from Broward. Yep. I think this is just a bust, guys. Oh, Palm Beach. Love Palm Beach. Used to go to Palm Beach all the time when I lived in Broward. Go fishing and surfing and stuff. Just checked the weather for Tallahassee. Yeah, Mama Fishhead checked it a few minutes ago. She said it's not looking promising. And I can just tell by the way the rain is like steady. Like if it was a storm that's just blowing through, it usually rains really hard and then it like dies off and then it's gone. But this one is not like that. It's just steady, constant rain. 1-800-HELP-YOU-FISH. The EOD Wester, hello from Hawaii. Hawaii to Florida, hello from Florida. $10 to 20 inches. Yeah. That's not today. That was last week when the hurricane hit. We got like 9 inches of rain. Tonight's just a random, weird little rainstorm coming through. But that's where we're at. Team Drake or Kendrick? I don't know. No comment. I probably missed the whole scenario. I spend a lot of time fishing, guys. Fishing, working. Earlier today I was mowing the yard, weed whacking. I went on Stuart's live stream and weed whacked. And then I hit some golf balls. After it was all nicely mowed and pretty, I hit some golf balls. Pretty epic couple golf shots I hit too, if I do say so myself. Yep, skunk. Skunk in the truck. My bait is right there, ready to go. The specialty bait we caught just for this video. And it looks like I'm not gonna be able to do it. Yep, I hit a couple golf shots after I was weed whacking. I was all covered with like weeds and leaves and stuff. But I love when the grass is like mowed nice and smooth. It looks like a golf course. I usually hit some golf shots after I mow. Yep, they find water pretty easily. We got tons of water straight out that way. A whole ocean, the Gulf of Mexico, but I don't want to go out there and just get soaked, feel miserable, and get my battery pack and electronics ruined. Salty dog. Nice. Landscape and cut grass for a living, and also fish as your main hobby. Thumbs up for that. Indiana in the house. I am not good at Brawl Stars, but Dylan, our son, plays it a lot, I think. Were you in here when he was playing in a live stream a couple of live streams ago? He's like this could be the wrong game altogether, but he's like level 900 or something. And Lucas is trying to get to him, or catch up to him, but he's only like level 100. Yep, my name is Ray. 1/1000 catch a eel. Game Warden in the house. Hey, Game Warden. Appreciate you coming back in. I remember you from a few live streams ago. Yeah, I know some people are like level 2000 or something. I don't know. I've never played it. I've had a couple run-ins with them recently. Probably the funniest one was in South Carolina. Dylan and I went up to South Carolina to try to catch some trout, which we failed at doing. But we got pulled by one of the game wardens while we were out there. And the guy just like randomly started talking about fishing and stuff. And so I was like, oh, okay, cool. Let's talk about fishing. And he was telling me what to use for bait and how to catch the trout. And I was like, I've tried everything that you're saying right now. And then just randomly at that one moment, I was like, I'm gonna just try something different. And I had some crappie baits with me, and I was like, I'll just throw one of these little crappie baits in there. So he's like, let me see what's on let me see what's on your hook. And I showed it to him, and he was like, oh man, this is a crappie bait. And I was like trying not to laugh, and Dylan was with me, and he was just like fish head video. We got Bam Bam and Pebbles in the house. I believe it's their first time ever in a fish head live stream, because I feel like I would remember that. All right, it is not slowing down or getting any better. It's probably getting worse, actually. So I'm going to go ahead and drive all the way back home. What do you use for bass? Bass fishing is, I mean, an endless opportunity for baits. But if you go early in the morning or late in the evening, topwater is usually the most fun and really effective, like topwater frog or a popper or like a walk the dog type of lure. During the daytime when the sun's up, you're probably better off with like spinner baits or soft plastics or jigs, depending on what the cover is. If it's like lots of lily pads and grass and stuff, you can punch a jig down in between the weeds and usually catch some bass doing that. If it's open water, you can throw a spinner bait or like a swim bait or a crankbait or pretty much anything else that goes down a little bit deeper. If it's open water and you're not just going to be hanging up on weeds the whole time, that's generally what I do. But it's awesome in the morning and the evening, like right when it's starting to get light and right when it's starting to get dark. Throw a topwater frog or a popper out there and they'll come up and just blast the surface. Like, super fun. So that's my advice for bass fishing, which might end up being what I do tomorrow, because I don't think I'm going to drive all the way back down here again in like 8 hours. And if it looks like it's raining until 1 p.m. tomorrow, I'll probably do something else, like work on the boat trailer and then maybe go bass fishing in the evening. I don't know yet. Yeah, no problem. Gray heron, haven't even fished for it yet, but we are gonna catch a shark here eventually, but it doesn't look like it's gonna be tonight because the rain started as soon as we pulled up to the beach. There's so many like 1-800, 1-900, 1-1000 channels right now. I've seen 1-800 rent a fish quite a few times. Never seen borrow a fish or buy a fish. Unless someone else is just like changing their channel name repeatedly and commenting as a different name. I don't know if you can do that like quickly and efficiently. Mama Fishhead got rid of all of them. Leo Miranda, I am not a trout expert. I live in Florida. It's been many years since I've caught a trout. But when I lived up north, it was usually better in the river. Like there was more of a chance generally in the river to catch trout. But there was a couple lakes where like you could go there and just like throw a worm out on a bobber and just let it sit until a trout came. So I don't really know the answer to that question, but I think I would rather fish in a river. All right, guys. I'm giving up hope. Appreciate you coming in here, Leo. Stuart's got like a dozen accounts now. I thought your other account was the Eastern Fisherman or something like that. Eastern Fishing or East Coast Fishing. All right, Leo, appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe. Catch us next time we're out fishing. Not like tonight. All right, guys, I'm going to call it. I'm going to start driving back home. We'll figure out what to do tomorrow, but at some point I am going to go fishing and I'm going to do a live stream. But luckily I was one video behind on editing, so we will still have a video for next week, even though this week's video looks like it's getting rained out. Not going to happen. But we'll still have the other catfish catch and cook video that I still have to edit. I'll probably work on that starting tomorrow night, Monday night. Probably get it out like midweek. Fishing is mean. Yep, it is not getting any better, guys. And even if it does, it's probably just a temporary lull in the rain. I'm not going to subject myself to it. All right, guys, I just wanted to let everybody know what's going on, why I'm not out there live streaming some shark fishing. As you can see after the video, yep, we are close. We're just about to hit 3,000 subscribers, guys. So if you're not subscribed yet, do it. Do it. Help us get to 3,000. All right, I'm going to hit the road. Thanks a lot, guys. See you tomorrow.